everybody. My name is ShortlineK819, and I'm here with my
Hi.
esteemed friend, 2026
Hello,
production.
hello, everyone. It's a great-looking audience out there tonight. Uh, love the dress. Absolutely love the dress.
Ab-
Glad everyone could show up.
Absolutely fantastic. Also, considering you are in this, Ryan, do you want to ping your server?
Yeah, you know what? I will.
Because this is technically you're as equally as important in this.
Yeah.
uh, Today we're going to
There
be
we go.
talking about Hats 2019. I guess this is the second episode in our Ryan and Michael review for some reason series.
Yeah, we become hoity-toity film critics.
Truly, we become film critics. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Crimson.
Film
Welcome in.
critiques.
Well,
Oh, we've got one victim.
hello, Crimson. How are you doing today? I hope. I want Spud to show up. When is Spud gonna show up? They're gonna have some interesting takes on this. I don't know, but we're gonna start off by not talking about Cats 2019. Why?
I mean,
Yeah,
to be fair, are people still joining?
yeah. We're gonna just talk about our day. Hello, Jack Boy. Welcome in. This, as I said, we reviewed Red One, and then we saw that Cats 2019 was free on YouTube, and we're like, Ryan was like, sure, why not? Or maybe I was like, sure, why not? But how is everyone's day? Ryan, how was your day? How's your day been?
Well, Michael, my day has kind of been all over the place. Very much like Cats 2019. My day has felt when watching Cats 2019, you
Uh,
feel a variety of emotions, and that was me today. I felt joy, I felt sad, I felt confused, I felt disappointed. But overall, I am here now. I have weathered the storm. I have submitted an paper thing. I don't know. How was your day?
I Am Here Now by Neil Breen. My day was okay. Today was supposed to be my day off, but okay. So yesterday, my day started yesterday. The whole saga of today started yesterday. But that is truly one of the sentences of all time. I went out
Well
and
said, Michael.
I made a grilled cheese sandwich, but not the grilled cheese sandwich that I normally make. I got slightly fancier bread and a different like cheddar cheese instead of American cheese, and I had it, and I kind of didn't like it. Not that it was, excuse me, not that it was bad or anything, but I'm like, okay. And then I had like an ice cream sandwich, and then I just screwed off and watched this film, and then went to bed. But I woke up in the middle of the night, which isn't like a rare thing. I normally wake up in the middle of the night a couple of times to, do things and go to the bathroom and whatnot. But my stomach was murdering me. Grilled cheese, no soup with it, just a grilled cheese, just a straight grilled cheese. No like tomato soup, because I don't think I have tomato
No
soup.
frills. You have to understand. Michael is
No,
a no frills grilled cheese man.
no criminal. Sure. Um, And then what ended up happening is I woke up and my stomach was murdering me and I couldn't go back to bed and I just couldn't sleep. And I'm like, okay, I decided to take a Tums and then I went to bed and I woke up, but I went to bed at about 11:30. I woke up at 11:30 the next day. And then I woke up and then I realized, oh shit, I still have some like history assignments to do. So I did those and yeah, now we're here. You're supposed to have tomato soup with the grilled cheese. I'm well aware, I don't have tomato soup in my house right now, but I have the things to make grilled cheese with it. So I just made the grilled cheese.
Do not bully my boy Michael. He will have his grilled cheese how he sees fit.
Uh Listen, I will have the schmilled cheese, as they say, in the in the schmizness.
The
Uh,
rot. The rot consumes.
the rot truly. I said boyfriend. No. Ryan is my best friend, but we are not like that.
Yeah, you have to understand something. It's a reference to the hit book movie musical Be More Chill, in which someone vandalizes the not one main character and one side character's backpacks. with one note-reading boyf and the other reading friend, and when put together, it is a comedic and hilarious situation where it spells boyfriends.
I got a date with a girl in Savannah next Saturday or Sunday, so that'll be nice.
Yes, it will be Michael Motorcycle.
It'll be charming, yeah. Okay. I thought he said boyfriend, chill. Oh yeah, chill. Be more chill. No spoiling. Do not. Listen, that book can be spoiled to hell and back, because don't read it. Don't read the book.
Crimson, do you plan on reading Be More Chill? Because if you are, please, like, do not. It is
Please,
possibly.
please,
you have
do
to, like,
not.
The chapters are short, thank God. But you have to put the book down several times to get through it.
I think when I read Be More Chill, when I started reading Be More, no, I'm way too broke to buy books. Yay, we can spoil it then. I think when I started reading Be More Chill, I made it through like 4 chapters, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't read this book. This is terrible. And so I didn't, and then I gave it back to Ryan because I loaned his copy, and we did it in a ceremony, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I grabbed my grabby hands.
Grabbed my grabby hands. That's a sentence.
So it's officially 7:01.
Ryan,
Michael,
I have a question for you.
Michael, I have an answer for you.
Why is the music in this musical film so bad?
Would you like the short answer, or would you like the long answer?
Sure. The long answer, we're gonna be here for a while. Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers at this point.
Yeah, spoilers. Okay, listen. It is your homework for tonight, or for however long it's still free on YouTube, is to go watch Cats 2019. You will not be the same after you watch it. I guarantee. I'm not.
Neither am I.
I genuinely sat, like, before even digging in, I thought, oh, people are just saying it's that bad. It's probably serviceably fine. No.
It's probably, so my thought processes was, okay, so I guess we should go into our history on, like, Cats and what Cats is and whatnot.
Yes.
Before we...
Well...
You're the expert here.
Like,
I saw Cats once in, like, with my mom and my aunt in, like, early high school, because that's one of my mom's favorite musicals. My mom and my dad, when they lived in New York, they'd go see, like, Broadway musicals every weekend and whatnot. And we even had a cat at one point named Mr. Mistopheles, but that's besides the point.
Yes!
Yeah. I have a story...
Mr. Mistopheles!
I have a story about him, that one cat that we had a bit later, I guess when... So yeah, Ryan, as the musical expert here, what and why is Cats?
Okay, so the short answer for all of this about how Cats 2019 came to be is basically this. It was around the late 1970s, early 80s, no, definitely the late 1970s, when Andrew Lloyd Webber picked up T.S. Eliot's, I think, Poems for Practical Cats. Cats is a book adaptation like Be More Chill, which is crazy to think about, but it is. The thing was that this book, what is it? The Poems for Practical Cats, I think it's called. Poems for Practical Cats, it had been up for adaptation many times. I think the Disney company wanted to make it like an animated film in the, in the style of The Adventurers or The Great Mouse Detective and whatnot, which I think we can all agree would be infinitely better than what we have now. However, that being said...
way better than Cats 2019 or Cats in general?
Cats 2019. Cats
to be
itself as
fair...
a musical... I mean, Cats as a musical has its fans, it has its critics, but we'll get there. Basically, Andrew Lloyd Webber remembered, reading it as a kid and decided, you know what, this would be a really fun thing to adapt as a musical. And the widow of T.S. Eliot agreed and basically handed the rights over. And the thing was, Cats was something of a risky investment, as it was an all-dancing musical with a plot that was basically gossamer thin. However, Andrew Lloyd Webber taking out like 5 mortgages on his house, funded Cats, and bada bing, bada boom, he had a hit on his hands.
Yeah, and it's great.
He took it to
Cats is great.
Yeah. Cats, like the stage musical, it's an experience.
Like S tier cinema right there. That's not even a joke.
It's the thing. Yeah, the thing about Cats was that it was the first Broadway mega musical. Like, they incorporated a giant set, an orchestra. It had memory. It was fantastic for what it was. Furthermore, it could,
Uh,
with the lack of the lack of a plot, mean that you could easily take it on tour globally because you can just translate the songs and that's that.
I got an
Um,
ad. What is this ad? I got a Kroger ad.
so true, bestie.
Hello, Luna
No, the
Petalheart.
thing.
Welcome in. How are you doing?
So, the thing about what happened next
Uh,
was that Cats had basically, it had run its course in 1998. They, I think in Georgia, actually, in Atlanta, Georgia, they
hey.
got together a cast, and they filmed the production and they released that on VHS.
I think because I remember seeing someone put on a couple years ago, as I said, in early high school, they put on a production of Cats here in, well, I say here, I'm not in Atlanta, but in Atlanta, and that's where I saw it. I wonder if it was the same, like, stage where they did the film on, like the 1998 one.
It could have been.
Probably.
And so what happened is that, Cats, it very much was still the global phenomenon. At some point, what is it? Amblin Entertainment. Amblin Entertainment is Steven Spielberg's productions company. Wanted to make an animated version of Cats, an animated musical version of Cats, which I think again would have been infinitely better than Cats 2019. But oh well. However, that folded for I think a variety of reasons. Eventually, Universal Pictures or Universal Studios picked up the rights to Cats, and it kind of just stuck in purgatory for a while. Like, they kind of had it in the back pocket. And then suddenly there was a revival of the musical as a Oscar-winning darling music, like as a blockbuster as well as an Oscar-winning, I suppose, prospect. And so they saw the fact, because they had, what was it? Les Mis in 2012 and then Greatest Showman in 2015. They realized that, wait a minute, I think Greatest Showman came out in 2015, I'm not sure. They saw, wait a minute, we have Cats, we can make a lot of money, and we can go to the Oscars with this. It's a win-win. And so that is how we got Cats 2019. It was basically, they saw an opportunity, they took a musical, which probably would not have translated well into a motion picture, and they ran with it.
Yeah, I guess we should also talk about... Okay, so the one thing everybody knows about this film, and probably even more than the music, is the way it looks.
It sucks.
I don't think I need to describe to you why this looks bad. What is going on with my... what is my what is my Google doing?
To be fair, like, Google.
Cats. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl is going on. I don't care about sports in the slightest.
Listen, Cats is significantly more important.
We watched this. Okay, so originally this stream was gonna be, next Saturday, but this was too important.
Yeah.
This was too, like, what the absolute fuck for us not to do. So yeah, this is the way. Why is the stream still up?
Yep, it is, don't worry.
I've heard so many bad reviews about this movie. Oh yeah, Luna. I don't need to. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And I guess we should just start with this. Like, it's so bizarre because they're obviously anthropomorphized cats. Great timing as this stream is occurring on my birthday. This is definitely a birthday present of all time. Happy birthday, Railfan105! One of my confidants on the ShortlineK819 stream.
Listen,
apparently Cats 2019, it's breaking Google. Like, it's not like...
To be fair,
it's not letting me click on this. Okay, there we go.
2019 broke... Not only does it break your Google, but it also broke our minds.
Yeah, I guess I can start by... Here's a Vanity Fair article. Yeah, that sort of shows you the look of the film.
The thing about it is that it was trying... Tom Hooper, the director, because I've watched a few video essays now about Cats to wrap my head around it. Tom Hooper wanted to try and make something that didn't feel that fantastical. Now, let's back up here for a moment. You want to try and make Cats. Yeah, exactly. Cats, literally a show that is known for its dancing and its outlandishness, not fantastical.
Yeah, okay, I guess we can just start with the character design.
It looks AI generated, honestly.
Yes, okay, so part of the reason why I think this doesn't work is...
We have had an anomaly.
Yes, this CATS 2019 was a bigger anomaly than, Delta 2 GPS 03. This is a true statement. Part of the reason why I think this doesn't work is because these are just... It's in the uncanny valley, and it's in the perfect position where it's... Bear is barking, where it's simultaneously too much anthracization. I don't know, I can't say words, you should know this by now. And too little at the same time. As in, like, let's compare this to, like, oh, I I should have known. Cats musical. I need to look up Cats musical, and otherwise I just get pictures of cats. Compare this to the way they actually look, like, in the normal musical.
What is it? Luna says that character design is a disaster. I think that's the understatement of the century.
Yeah, okay, so compare this the way the characters look like here.
Tell me what you think of the Erie Lackawanna.
Fuck them.
True. People are just reacting. They're, like, spending their bandanas. As in, Ryan, you get this, right? It's almost simultaneously too much and too little anthroization, where this is just a person whose skin has been replaced with hyper-realistic fur. And they've been added, like, ears and tails, but their faces are still the same. They're still just humans. It's like, yeah, this is clearly just a person, but it's stylized and in, like, an interesting way and whatnot.
Cats the stage musical feels more like you're going to a circus. Cats 2019 feels like you're on an acid trip.
Yeah, like this, like, take for example, in this particular scene, their costumes, right? They're not wearing fur. That is just a bodysuit that has been, you know, various markings and whatnot, has been colored up in a way to kind of mimic cat fur, basically. And it works. It works because, you know, this is still, like, a person, right? With, you know, skin. This is Uncanny Valley. And the thing is that this doesn't even work from, like, a furry perspective, because, like...
One furry on the production team would have solved all of this.
Yes, because when you look at most furries, their faces are not, like, with this, their faces are just human. They just have human faces. When you look at, like, a normal furry, they have, like, it's mostly, it's like hybrid animal and human, and it works. Like, those character designs work. But with this, it just doesn't. And the backgrounds, like, it's the only real part in this image that's not being basically, because all of these sets, they're all, you know, CGI in the background.
Well, actually, Michael, you'd be surprised.
I would. Oh, are some of these sets actually real?
So, Tom Hooper opted to make it. Tom Hooper opted to film on these, like, pretty bizarrely sized sets. In fact, I will DM you an image right now.
Let me look up an image.
Yeah, he decided to film on here. I check your DMs. I sent you, like, an example.
I don't want to.
They basically opted to he opted to it's both a combination of CGI and, you know, set, but like, he did build some things for it.
Yeah, like, that's clearly, like, Taylor Swift standing in an actual room.
Yeah, they built some things for it. But again,
but
like,
it's like a weird mix of both.
Yeah, and also it's just, I will admit, if we're talking about sets, I did like the Milk Bar set. I thought that was incredibly cool.
Yeah, that
Albeit
was kind of
incredibly
cool.
weird.
It was incredibly.
Albeit,
Yeah.
the issue with it lies is the fact that, again, when you step into a theater and you sit down and you're watching a musical, there's a certain element
Suspension of
that
disbelief.
Exactly. When you step in, like, and the fact is that suddenly because when you're stepping into a stage, you've paid money, like a lot of money, to be in that theater and essentially experience the show with the actors. You know, what is it? This was something in our intro to acting class.
If you went to go see Cats, this is what it would look like just normally.
Yes.
Also, just sort of going make your point, and then I have another point to make about like. Oh, I've already forgotten it. Just continue, Ryan. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Well, we both have a lot to say about this film, and the thing is that when you Cats as a stage show, again, it's bizarre, but it's also the thing is, again, when you step into a theater, suspension of disbelief. You know, they're walking down the aisles. Yeah, that's kind of just how it goes because you're in a theater. In the world of theater, it's different. Suddenly, though, you know, if your film isn't hyper stylized, you enter the uncanny valley very easily, like Cats did. Again, I still don't understand why they didn't just go with, like, a classic 2D look for this. That would have solved everything.
Or they could either animate it, or... Well, I would say they could have just gone with the way the characters are supposed to look in the musical, but we already have a film like that. And
yes,
I guess my...
good one of that.
Yes, I guess my point behind this is that Cats... I'm gonna compare Cats to Planet of the Apes, of all things. When you look up, let's look up Planet of the Apes, right? Like the original 1968 classic, which was also free on YouTube a couple of months ago, and I watched it, right? Like the way the apes.
Who knows safety isn't a catchphrase.
I'm gonna have to find another background music if I want to have no ads. Go watch these YouTube channels, by the way. And also Rizwan is streaming. That's a whole nother point. Anyways, now that I've been thoroughly distracted, the way that here's the thing about Cats, right? When people picture Cats, and another reason why, you know, this doesn't work. The weird, like, if I could find an image, part of the reason why this doesn't work is people are so used to the characters in Cats looking like this, and this is primarily a product of the fact that you are dealing with actual actors on a stage. You don't have CGI. And that was the same for Planet of the Apes in 1968, where, yeah, it's like, do actual apes look like that? Kinda not. But it was just because they had because they have to work with their limitations, right? It makes this style, right, that becomes so synonymous with the property that they're sort of dealing with.
And may I make an interjection?
Yes.
You know, it's very interesting you mentioned stylization, because when they were creating the Incredibles, the beloved Incredibles in 2004, because they didn't have the technology to make really good-looking human characters, they stylized the hell out of their characters. So that's why Mr. Incredible looks like a brick. That's why Miss Incredible is skinny and elastic and whatnot. They stylized their characters, and they stylized them quite well. They committed to the bit. Meanwhile, Cats 2019 did not commit to the bit. They both committed to the bit and undercommitted to the bit. The bit has been... They have layered the bit under so many layers of irony, the bit does not know what the bit is anymore.
I have found an article entitled Cats 2019 was good. We are going to save this article for later. Also,
By the Yale Herald. What does Yale have to say about that?
McCavity looks like Preston Garvey from Fallout 4.
McCavity... We're gonna have to talk about the performances.
Okay.
Because, man, they were across the board in this.
Okay, so I actually made notes while watching this.
Oh, good.
I should have got my mom to watch, because she likes Cats a lot.
That would have been awesome.
Do you want me to tell my Mr. Mistopheles story right now?
Yes, please do.
Okay, so
Mr. Mistopheles story interlude.
Okay, so when I was a baby, when me and my sister were babies, my family had three pets. We had a Rottweiler named Rembrandt, a cat, like this big cat named Mr. Mistopheles, because my mom was a fan of cats. She also named Rembrandt because my mom is also an art history minor, so she likes art and whatnot. And then we had a smaller cat by the name of Cosette. And Mr. Mistopheles was the meanest cat, meanest animal that we had ever owned. And Mr. Mistopheles and Rembrandt, this big cat and this Rottweiler, got into a fight one day. And during the process, Rembrandt bit off Mr. Mistopheles' tail. Mr. Mistopheles did not care. He was not fazed by this in the slightest and continued attacking Rembrandt, the Rottweiler. And as a result, Rembrandt became utterly terrified of Mr. Mistopheles for the rest of his life. Like, he would not go near that cat because the cat was just so determined. It's like, yeah, you bite off my tail. I don't care. I'm still gonna try and claw your eyes out. So that's my that's my story, my life lore, if you want to say.
The Mr. Mistopheles lore runs deep.
Okay, so I have notes. So I guess it would be nice. Can we go over, like, briefly, just to catch people up, like, the structure of, like, normal cats versus the structure of this? Because it's not the same. This is not, like, a direct... the most joyful event of the holiday season in theaters, Christmas.
Do you want me to handle the, what is it?
Yeah, because you're more well-versed in this than I am.
So, Cats basically works... Cats, the musical, the stage show, is basically, for all intents and purposes, a musical review about a bunch of cats singing about themselves. Why are they singing about themselves? They all want to be reborn into the Jellicle life. However, this is not pushed too hard, because most of the time you're just there to watch a bunch of guys in Lycra dance around and thrust their hips in awkward motions. That is really about how Cats works. Cats is literally just cats singing about themselves because they want to die the good death.
Yeah, they want to get reborn on the Heaviside layer, which is like they get reborn in a new life, and there's this whole thing about, like, you have the Jellicle Ball, which is basically like the big event where old Deuteronomy, the big man right here, he gets to choose because he's the leader. And they're all trying to sing about themselves in order to convince old Deuteronomy that, hey, I should be the one to be reborn. That's basically the plot of Cats. There's no, like, definitive plot. There's no, like, main character. Also, I accidentally got rid of the background music. Okay, this is truly the stream of all time.
Listen, I am still of the belief that, like, have you ever noticed that, like...
Oh no, the website just decided to break. And I'm gonna get an ad.
Something that I have noticed in, my years of living on this planet is that, have y'all ever noticed that, like, ever since Cats came out, nothing's ever been normal?
Yeah. Okay, so that's how Cats the musical is supposed to work. And then I guess the closest thing you have to quote unquote a main character in Cats is Griswelda the Glamour Cat. She's the one with the famous memory thing.
Yeah, was it Grisabella the Glamour Cat? She's the one, because, like, I don't like. Yeah, she is the closest thing you have to a main character, and that's stretching it.
Yeah, and her main arc is basically, like, she was once this...
we use arc very generously.
Her backstory, quote unquote, is basically like she was all glamorous and hip, and she was a member of, like, the Jellicle Cat Club. And basically what ended up happening is she ended up being kicked out, and she kind of is going through the motions and being like, oh yeah, I'm ostracized from my fellow friend groups, and I don't really have anything and whatnot, and she's always trying to become, I guess the one of the loose things about Cats is she always trying to, like, come back on the inside, become a part of the club again, and, spoiler, she ends up being the choice to be reborn.
into a new
Yeah.
Jellicle life. Yeah. By the way, if anyone you can just about piece together Cats is one of those shows where you can piece together the plot just from listening to the soundtrack, which is great.
Yeah, so okay, that's what she looks like in the correct version. This is what she looks like in the 2019 version. And they decide, Tom Hooper in his wisdom decided to sort of blow up the loose plot of Cats by adding a main character, quote unquote.
What they tried to do. So basically, Victoria existed in the original show, but she was a nothing. She existed to give someone who was classically trained in ballet a ballet solo, and that's it.
Yeah, she's like the only part that she plays in the original musical is that there's a sort of motif throughout Cats where cats sort of approve of each other socially by touching each other and interacting with one another. And in the original musical, basically no one, because they all don't like Grisabella, they try not to touch her, right? I mean, some people try and touch her, but then the younger cats always try and touch her, but the older cats try and swat people away, because if they touch her, that means she's back on the inside, she's back a part of the club. And Victoria's only plot thing in the entire musical is she is the one who finally runs up to Grisabella after she performs Memory and basically touches her, signifying, "You're back in the club, baby." And that's her. She doesn't speak. No one says her name. And Tom Hooper was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take this one character and make it the self, not self. It's a self insert for the audience. It's an audience insert, and to be someone who Munkestrat basically just narrates to what the hell is going on." And it kind of breaks the movie. It breaks whatever loose plot of Cats has, because it's
Continue.
How in every I don't know why Hollywood is obsessed with this concept, but how in every the animated character is coming to the real world, sort of deal. They're always teamed up with a middle-aged white guy with barely any personality and plot to match.
They're right. Yeah.
That's basically what Victoria is. That's basically what she is, except she even has less plot and character development too. She's literally just being having exposition lines just told to the entire movie. It doesn't work. Yeah, that's the original in the musical. As you can see, this I got another Kroger ad again. Okay, I'm going to find another background music playlist because I don't want to be harassed by Kroger.
They're in your skull.
I don't go to Kroger.
How much? Okay, the budget for this movie was a quarter. What is it? Basically, to my understanding, was $250 million was the budget for Cats.
250 million. You could fund a lunar landing with that money.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull it up. Cats
$250 million. Or wait, no, that was Red One.
Hold on, let me pull this up.
Red One had a budget of $250 million.
No, never mind. Kappa, 100. It said Kappa, $100 million. I grossly over exaggerated that. But,
yeah, 100. Skin color doesn't matter when you're playing a cat. No, but yeah.
100 million. The thing is that it was a quarter of a space shuttle mission that they used to make this train wreck of a film.
Yes. Then Cats movie review. The new adaptation of the musical is void of any horny confusion.
That is a string of words. That's right. There's a lot of homosexual innuendos in the main show, but that's neither here nor there.
That's kind of a part of that's still way too much money compared to the result. Yeah, this movie absolutely bombed.
And thank God that it did, because
Yeah,
we
'cause it
don't
means-
have to deal with Cats 2.
We don't have to deal with Tom Hooper again. Actually, has Tom Hooper made anything since this?
It's a brilliant question. That's the $1 million question right there.
Directorial, Cats VHS accusations, filmography. No, he has not. This was the last film that he, or television show, or anything that he has made. So this destroyed his career.
I can't say I don't want to root for anyone. No.
Apparently he just does commercials nowadays, which is fine. So yeah. What else? What else?
Well, I think there's also the elephant in the room to talk about.
The music.
There's and the performances.
Oh yeah, the performances in this is awful.
They're across the board.
Do we want to go?
Have...
Okay, I have a list of notes of things that are in the film. So I guess we can just sort of go through the film, compared off of my notes. So the first thing I notice is, despite Victoria being the main character, like, you would expect the main character of your movie would have some sort of song associated with them right off the bat to get to know them. And the answer is no. All the songs in this, the plot is the same as the original, the songs are mostly the same. Mostly. Excuse me. But, like, she's just kind of dropped in there, and we don't really know who she is or what she is, other than she was a cat who was abandoned and she wants to become a Jellicoe cat, and that's, like, basically everything we know about her. So I only started taking notes like maybe about 20 minutes in, and my first note is about James Corden.
Jesus. Okay, James. Okay, the thing is that so James Corden plays, what is it? The fat cat.
Why am I blanking on his name?
What is it? He plays
Mumford Jones. Why am I?
No, Bustopher Jones.
Bustopher Jones. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it? Yeah, he plays a little man called Bustopher Jones. His Bustopher Jones, admittedly, when he's sticking to the script, is fine. When he goes off script, I want to crawl into a hole and not deal with him.
Oh yeah, so that's what Bustopher Jones looks like in the musical. That's what he looks like. I don't know why my Google is deciding to die today.
The comparison. Jesus
Google,
Christ.
Google, please work. Please work. Why?
Even Googled.
The entire note is this. Why James Corden? That is true. Why do we put James Corden in anything? I don't know. I don't know a single. Yeah, exactly.
A single soul who's a James Corden diehard.
Who even likes James Corden? Thanks for the nightmare fuel. Yeah. You see what I'm trying to click on right down there. You see what I'm trying to click on. Is this the new Garcia image?
Copy paste it. Put it in the server now.
Is this the new Garcia image? This is from the Cats musical wiki. Concept art.
The concept art is cursed, by the way.
That is
it really is. See, that's the concept art for him originally. So that's the original drawn concept art for Bustopher Jones. And that's the result.
announcements now. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead. Do we want to listen? This is something for your server, Ryan.
Yeah, put it in announcements. We need it in
At
announcements.
everyone. Do I add everyone, Ryan?
Go for it.
There we go. There we go. So yeah, James Corden has his own, like, I mean, he sings the song that, like, the normal character sings in the musical. Except, and this is something that Tom Hooper thought would be a good idea for whatever reason, which is the musical numbers throughout this, the main focus of the film, are constantly interrupted, so some character can spout off some random improv or some random dialogue. James Corden interrupts his own musical number like 5 times to say unfunny jokes, and it just destroys any kind of flow and rhythm and harmony that any of these musical numbers are supposed to have. I will say, the musical numbers, the performances are also pretty terrible. But the thing is that if this was one of the strengths of Cats is that the music in Cats is absolutely amazing, right? If you didn't have the good music, like if this was a standalone thing that Tom Hooper thought up of randomly and like anything else didn't exist. What I'm saying is that the musical numbers in this film are only quote unquote good because they're based off of already great music. They're terrible renditions of amazing music, and that's what makes them fine, I guess.
Well, I think it depends on a majority of the songs are what is it? They're rearranged for no good reason. There are a few songs that I think we can I think as a group can agree are actually quite good. Not quite good, but they're passable. I think Skimbleshanks, not only because he's the cat on the railway train. He had a pretty banger song. I don't know what you thinking, but I quite enjoyed Skimbleshanks's.
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
I liked when they made him like tap dance, and it made it sound like a train accelerating. So that was kind of a neat thing. It still interrupts his song, but not as much as some of the other things in this film.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem in the sense that they just kind of plod the audience along throughout a lot of these songs, and so the musical just feels bloated more than anything else.
Yeah, I also, my second thing is, McCavity looks like Preston Garvey from Fallout 4. He does, and then this is what he looks like, and then if I look up, Preston Garvey, not Preston, Georgia, he looks like Preston Garvey from Fallout 4. Compare these two images. They're the same character, except one is a cat. Oh, I don't have the... Yeah.
One is a cat.
Except one is a cat, yeah. Compare these two images. There's Preston Garvey from Fallout 4, and that's McCavity. That's my second... Also, his song number starts with him saying that he's a ginger cat, even though he's brown.
Yeah, that was also an interesting choice, to say the least.
Uh,
McCavity's a ginger cat. They call the hidden paw.
that's one of the few
criminal.
musical numbers that's not horribly interrupted.
Yeah, they keep that one going, which I appreciate. Also, I like the catnip that acts like a fucking drug. That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Not cute, but it's funny. It adds for a ha-ha funny moment in a show that desperately needs it.
Yeah, my third note is the Gumby Cat song and the Rum Rum Tiger song
Jesus Christ.
are both...
The Gumby Cat song is one of the most atrocious things I think I have heard in quite some time.
The problem is, listening to the original soundtrack, on the original Broadway soundtrack, that song might actually be my favorite.
Yeah.
And they kind of butcher it. Kind of. They absolutely butcher it to hell and back.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Rebel Wilson can sing, but not in this show. Not in Cats. Like, we know that she can do a performance sometimes. Can she do a performance in Cats? No.
I always, cat song. Yeah, it's kind of weird, and many people have pointed it out. Like, these cockroaches aren't dancing to the beat of the song that, like, she's singing to. Also, there are parts of this musical, of this song number, of her song number, that in the where she is just singing herself, but like in parts of the musical, she has like a backing, like three cats that like back her up while singing. Like they'll sing a part, and then she'll sing a part, and they'll sing a part. In this, it's all just her, and it sounds horribly off.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't work. This show, it's really quite interesting. It's a case study in like, why is that a PNG? Is that a PNG?
It is.
I could put that as a graffiti on like a chiller.
Yeah, you need the cat's chiller. Yeah.
That's graffiti on a cat's chiller. I'll tell you what.
Oh my gosh.
And that is deeply disturbing.
And then you have the Rum Rum Tiger song, which, I mean, Jason Derulo is like perfect casting for that character, and he does an okay job.
Oh, the Rum Tum Tugger is a curious cat.
Like, them casting him in this part is fine. Like, it fits. It fits with him, it fits with the character, but it also the problem is it also suffers from all the same things as the rest of the musical, or the performances, because, okay, so the way they did the music for this film is they had the actor sing the song, and then the orchestra was supposed to catch up and stay at pace with the actors singing, which is like the complete opposite way you don't do that. That's the complete opposite wrong way you make it, and it sounds stupid and it sounds bad, and you can tell. I feel like his performance is one of the few, like, somewhat passable things.
Let's see.
Believe the film was going to change the world. I'm amassing articles that we can read.
The thing is that, yeah, as you said, I'm sure from what you've been talking, I'm sure you saw that one video essay about, wow, what is it? How the music in Cats is worse than you thought.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's baloney. It's all baloney. Not that video essay, but what they did on Cats 2019. It's fucking insane. Like,
I'm curious.
Study.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the Gumby cat number.
The Gumby cat number in the show is great. It's one of my favorites as well. In the movie, I hate it. I'm so glad it's the first one because you just get it out of the way. Rebel Wilson did not do a good job in this. I am so glad I did not have to listen to it so much. God, I hate it.
My fifth. Okay, just going back to the Bustopher Jones for a second. I love this little thing. So Ryan messaged me while he was watching this, and he said, I'm at the James Corden part, and I said, oh gosh. And you told me he doesn't do a bad performance, and then he said, I rescind this, like, 2 minutes later.
Yeah, his improv killed it. If he had no improv, if it was literally just him doing, like, the Bustopher Jones song through and through, and they kept tempo, and they didn't stop, it would have been fine. Because James Corden is round. James Corden is painfully British. James Corden is Bustopher Jones.
The casting in this movie is not bad. Like, I would cast Jason Derulo in this part. I would probably cast... Like, the casting for this movie is fine. And you know what? It could have worked pretty good, but it didn't, because all the performances suck. My fifth note is, why do they look like that?
Yeah, exactly.
The Cat Burglar song, I mean, that was fine. They also don't interrupt that too much.
That song, so it's interesting because compared to the Broadway and West End version, they do it in two different time signatures. This version was...
It's like
It
barely
was-
passable. That also,
Yeah,
that's when it really
I mean-
dawned on me. Cats. I always forget the names of these characters.
what is it? Mungo, Jerry, and Rumpelteazer are the thief cats.
Yeah.
Then there's I think we can all agree though that Skimbleshanks was probably the best number out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like Memory was also pretty good, but the thing
This-
is that like
This is when I realized, like, as obviously it's pretty. I brought this up before, but this number is when it finally dawned on me. And obviously I knew this before. I knew this before going in, but this is when it like really struck home just how terribly awful this film looks. Their number is so There's the original Cats. That's like, compare the two. Which would you rather see?
yeah, God. Also, the choreography on the stage show is significant. Makes what they're talking about significantly cooler. Like, because the thing about Cats is that what makes it a cool stage show is that they're kind of miming everything and you fill it in with your imagination. Meanwhile, you get to the like actual movie and it's like awkward.
It looks bizarre.
The whole damn thing start to again. This would not have been an issue if they phoned the people who did Princess and the Frog, said, "Hey, we need you guys for like a couple of months. We need to make Cats. Can you guys come do this?" I'm sure it would have been much like if they even kept the same casting, removed the improv, made it 2D. I guarantee the film would have been okay.
I would go as far as to say, like, if they did that, they wouldn't even, if they just took, like, take the Cats art style, like, the way these actors look, and then just import that into a film, it's still, like, they didn't even need to make them full, like, actual cats. But, I don't know. I have a couple of other notes.
Alternatively, it just, if you really wanted to, like, God, imagine Cats in the style of, like, Smurfs 2011, where it's the cats coming to the real world and have to team up with generic white guy middle-aged protagonist to stop evil wizard cat. We should write that fanfiction right now.
This does feel like a Wattpad Your Name fanfiction at times.
Yeah. Reader X Mungo Strap.
They don't even say his name in the film.
I don't think. They don't
say half these characters' names.
This film is one of those once in a lifetime films.
You'll never see another one like this again.
Okay, continue.
No, continue. Okay, just side note. But I have to say this. This goes back to James Corden, where I have a note here, which is, Growl Tiger is based because he's a crazy, grungly old man who kidnaps and tortures James Corden, and I'm all for that.
Yes.
He gets like 3 lines.
Yeah, he does. He does more for the viewers. He does more than the viewers than Tom Hooper did. He's a scrunkly old cat, yeah.
Yeah.
God, truer words have never been spoken. He's a scrungly old cat that's trying to save the viewers from fucking
James
that,
Corden.
Yeah.
Continue, Ryan.
God. So, what is it? Maybe Growl Tiger is the real hero out of the
real
story.
hero of Cats. Hold on, let me look him up. I have a note which is just, "Oh Skimble, where art thou?"
Oh, Skimble, where art thou?
Listen, if you want to watch an amazing film, go watch Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, one of my favorite movies, which is free on YouTube. I saw it was also free on YouTube, like, while I was watching this, and I probably would have watched tonight if we weren't doing this film. But yeah, that's what he looks like. Yeah.
He looks not like how he's described in the musical, but, oh well.
In the musical, he looks like that. Which in the musical,
In
he
the-
looks like a pirate.
Yeah, because he's the terror of the Thames. The song doesn't do it like what is it? He was the roughest cat that ever was at large. And then he talked about like Chinese junks and what I don't know.
Rating
It
every
was- he wasn't-
song from Cats.
Honestly, it's probably a pretty easy listing to do. You put like Memory and Skimbleshanks and Gumby Cat at the top, and then everything's like fine.
No, this is from like Cats 2019.
Oh.
I'm collecting articles for this is gonna be like a 4-hour stream, dang it.
Well, to be fair, it's a worthy cause.
Oh, this is way more worthy than Red 1.
This is way more worthy than the Super Bowl. Let's make one thing clear, okay?
I have it because this is my first time consuming anything Cats in a while, so I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot this is where that song is from. Referring to Memory.
You need to tell your mom that we watched Cats.
She would be over the moon.
Michael, make it happen, please. If you don't, I will text Lisa on Facebook, and I will make it happen.
I'll tell her. I'll tell me Ryan's like, hey, you want to watch Cats? And we watched the remake, which was terrible.
Let's get the family. Bear and Leo, family night.
Family night
watching
with
Cats.
Bear watching Cats. Yeah.
Oh come on, he would. Love it.
Okay, yeah. So they do. Obviously, the middle of the film, that's where Grisabella, the glamour cat, she comes in and has her number. She starts singing the first part of Memory. And this is where the film kind of breaks down, where it breaks down in the sense that it misunderstands the world and the context of these songs. Where, like, Grisabella, she's singing about like, oh yeah, I have the memories of what I used to be and, the groups that I used to be a part of and the glamour that I used to represent. And then, Victoria comes in and is like, everything is okay because you still have the memories of your past glamour and I was abandoned and I have nothing and, stuff like that. And it comes across as like
kind of weird, no?
It comes across as like victim shaming almost. Like I found more concept art, by the way.
Oh, isn't it?
That
isn't
is
it really
that is
quite something?
terrifying. Oh my gosh.
Who needs like an inclusive? Who needs to spend millions on like a haunted house attraction when you just go get the Cats like
Exactly.
concept art?
But I guess my point is, like, in this scene, right? Because Grisabella's entire arc, if you want to call it that, is she wants to become a Jellicle cat again. Or a Jellicle cat again. And you have this other cat in Victoria who's basically saying, hey, basically what Victoria is telling her is, you still have, the beautiful ghosts of your memories. You have something. Almost implying that she should just give up on her dream of like returning to the Jellicle Cat Club because stuff like that. And then
Okay, back up. Hold on. Wait. We gotta back up, Michael. For the love of God, can there be a W&O coup called the Jellicle Cat Club?
Absolutely,
Please.
like the Chessy Mafia that ran CSX during the late 80s and 90s.
Yeah, the Jellicle Cat Club. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Where's John W. Snow when you don't need him? Quality not in motion.
You don't need him. There you go. See, I love our streams because suddenly the musical rod is taking over. And
Oh, it
it's
is.
Great.
And what was I gonna say? Yeah. So it kind of breaks it, and then there's a point where, like, at the end of this musical number, Victoria tries to reach out reach out and touch Grisabella, and Grisabella backs away, and it's like an alien encounter. Like, the movement, I'm not showing any video because I don't want to get my channel struck into oblivion over Cats 2019, but look up clips of this film. The movement of the characters feels like alien. They feel like aliens. In that scene more than anything else. It also doesn't make sense because the whole point, Grisabella's whole arc, is that She wants to become a part of the club, and the way you become a part of the club is you get touched by one of the cats in the club. Why would she back away? It doesn't make sense.
Michael, not a lot of things in the show make sense. You have to turn off your brain actively to it's. Cat scares me.
Yeah, and then they continuing on with the plot. They go with Gus the Theater Cat's thing, where
I've never played the Egyptian before.
Yeah, Ian McKellen, which, as I said, this movie, for what it's worth, is well cast. It's just the performances are terrible. It's almost like they took like the first take of something and just like took the first take and it's like, yeah, we'll put that in the film.
It almost feels like the fact is that I think if the director directed. Shocking idea, I know. If the director directed...
If the director's directed.
Yeah, if the director directed, then I seriously, like, you know... Because, again, if they, like... The director directed, and, like, put a little bit, like, showed a little bit more direction instead of having these actors kind of just fumble around to try and figure out what the hell this... Although some might claim Cats is simple, I think, like... The art critic
the
in
hero
me knows
is
that,
a
like,
wiki.
the hero Gromus, the Grimace wiki.
There's Skimbleshanks,
Grimace.
by the way. He looks aggressively gay.
Yeah, old habits die hard. Michael, remember, in the Watches of the Night, he always was fresh and bright. Yeah. Every now and then, he'd have a cup of tea, you know, or sleeping on the watch, you know, I'll only...
Okay, I will say something about... Gus's performance in this really phoned home to me just how, like, terrible the performances are. Because I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to make it like a spoken soliloquy, which, you know, works for the character because he's a theater actor, right? Like, even in the context. Yes. But, as I said, the performance is just, they're not, like... The performance is just terrible, and they're not really committing it enough to work. It's like... Oh my gosh, this could work and be like an excellent number and an excellent scene. But because no one cared, it's just terrible.
Nobody cared to explain how half of these numbers worked. Like, because there's a certain way that these, you know...
Did they even watch the original?
No, of course not.
They probably watched it once. Pictures
Michael,
of cats, cast of cats if they were real life cats. Okay.
Look at the cat. Oh, Skimble. Hi, Skimble. God. You know what I should do? I'm going to ask my intro to acting teacher about cats. I'm sure he would love to tell us about it.
Oh my gosh. Why? Why is there so much, like, wrong? Why is there so much cursed art photos in this film? What is oh
Michael,
my gosh.
If we had the answer to that question...
It's just a person with two cats. Okay.
The Great Cat Detective.
The Great Cat Detective. Oh, finally, something of quality. All right, let's continue. Let's continue on the train. Let's we need to Joe.
So overall, like, when watching it, I think it actively, like, turned on my fight or flight response.
Yeah, and then we get to Skimbleshanks' number, which is probably one of the better ones in the film.
I think one of the better ones. I think it is arguably the best, if you ask me. Like, it's just...
Dreams are what less cinema is for. Cats 2019.
Cats 20... There he is! There he is! Oh, God. It's Skimbleshanks. the railway cat, and he does the
Skimbleshanks in this Cats 2019 fan art is my British equivalent.
Hold on, let me take a look.
This is what I'm
Go up.
dictating now.
There he is.
This is my British equivalent right here.
This is my British equivalent.
Basically.
Bob's your uncle. That is not bad fan art, actually.
This isn't bad fan art as well. Like,
no, okay, if the movie was done in that style, it'd be great.
I know.
Cause like, look at him. He's doing a little thingamajig, and he's got a little bell and the tap, and it's cute. I love him.
Yeah. So yeah, we get to his number. It's like the best in the film, which isn't saying much because everyone's performance is gosh awful.
Hey, okay, listen. To be fair, Skimbleshanks didn't really have a performance to begin with because he literally just did his number, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. He kind of just was on set, did his number, then said adios.
As you
No,
should.
And he kind of just, like,
and then you get like they're about to name the Jellicle cat, like the make the Jellicle choice, and McCavity comes in and tries to like disrupt that, and it's fine, and then McCavity does Taylor Swift does that number, like singing about McCavity,
McCavity's a mystery cat.
which is
Her performance was
probably the best in the film, because number one, Taylor Swift can actually sing, and they don't like horribly interrupt it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that I'm sure Taylor Swift had it stipulated in her contract that, I will not get interrupted by bad Rebel Wilson's slapstick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, thank God.
And then the final part of the movie happens.
The final part of the movie, which literally takes 10 minutes.
This movie is an hour and 50 minutes long.
It's an hour and 50 minutes. It's an hour and 50 minutes that you won't get back.
Yeah.
Perhaps, my friends, the real,
Yeah, and then
maybe the real friends were the cats we made along the way.
Can we talk about the addressing of cats and how they butchered that too?
Yes, we can.
It feels like it's so bizarre, because they'll do one part of it, and then every single time they wrap up a part, it feels like that's when it's going to end, right? But no, they like stop the song, and then they restart it to do another part, and they do that 3 times. And that's also, I'm gonna bring this up. Cats 2018 addressing of cats. This
Also, the
I think
visuals make it incredibly uncomfortable.
I feel like this is the worst scene in the entire movie. If I could actually find an image of it. Oh, that's a poor scrungly cat. I guess, do I have... It's so bizarre. This is the worst looking part of the entire film, because like most of this film takes place in the dark, like in night, like faded, stuff like that. But this is the only scene that takes place during the daytime, and it really highlights just how terrible these character designs actually are. It's terrible.
Yeah. The production history of Cats is also quite fun, because Tom Hooper was literally like down to 24 hours before the thing was released.
So this was like put together at the last minute?
It was put to... What the fuck is that? Go back. Hold on. What was that past image? Hold on. This? Oh, what is... Oh, wow. No, the one that had like the tally. Are you afraid of cats? That... What the fuck is that?
How many times does the Cats musical adaptation use the word cats? At cat lovers
I'm
of
gonna-
New England, Newington, New Hampshire.
Are you afraid of the... Oh, Jesus Christ. That's an image. Is that an AI-generated image?
What? Of what? I'm just scrolling Google at this point.
To be fair, Cats is a movie that will break you.
Cats 2019, not Cats 1998.
Yeah, Cats...
Final thoughts, Ryan? I say final,
watch
but
it.
we've gone... Go watch it, yeah.
You have to. Like, it's free on YouTube. It's probably... Listen, knowing how the movie performed, it will probably stay free on YouTube, but just go watch it. You have to. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
culture.
welcome to my stream background. I don't know, I'm such... I'm the most professional streamer on Earth.
Don't worry, bub.
Okay, do you want to read articles now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so this is the first one. This is entitled... This is entitled, How Many Times Do They Say... Cats in Cats? One of the longest I attended a cat screening encounter with a ballpoint pen and a sticky note. Every one time someone said cat or cats, which is a lot.
That's got your tongue.
At the end of an hour and 50 minutes, I counted a total of 160 instances of the word cat. That's a frequency of cat more than once per minute. CPM, cats per minute?
Jesus Christ.
By Violet Kim. Okay. Rating every song from Cats. This is like an actual article. I'm putting these in the thing so you can follow along. Let's see if we agree with this statement, Ryan.
Go for it.
In order to prevent us from losing our minds during the great social distancing, or perhaps to let us turn to a therapeutic way, Universal released Cats early on digital last week. I think it's because the movie made no money. We decided to create a guide to the songs in the film. We usually rank songs by rating them, but given there are so many musical numbers, we decided to keep them in their original order and rate them all on a scale of 1 to 5.
Okay, that is not a very generous scale. All right.
Is this... Oh, wait, do I have to, like, log in to see this article? Oh, no, I don't. Okay, there we go. The first one, naming of cats, rating 4.
4. I would have rated it a bit lower, but
The Gumby Cat one is 3.
wow, that is a 1.
Wait, no, it's a 1. It's 1.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Okay, sorry, yeah, I'm reading this wrong because I'm tired. The next one, Rum Rum Tiger, is 4. Because Jason Derulo knows how to sing, and this is, like, actually good casting. Yeah, Memory Prelude is 5. The Buster Jones one is 3. That is not 3, my friend.
It would have. I think it would be a 3 or a 4 if they didn't fucking keep if it didn't keep getting I don't care about his bad improv. I just want, I just want to hear him sing about...
Broadway and Hollywood make some sort of deal that for every adaptation of a musical must include a spot for James Corden? That's just the way it is, and there's no use figuring it. The song is one of the better uses of him. Which, yet, despite that, it also feels like he's sincerely delighting in being there, which brings it some charm.
That is true. He does kind of, to quote Sanford Meisner, he's living truthfully under imaginary circumstances.
He is acting. Doesn't say it has to be good acting. Hello, Logan Train. Welcome in. We're reviewing Cats 2019 because we have nothing better to do with our lives. Mongo Jerry and Rumple Teaser 2.
Mod.
Overall, I've tried to not use the stage musical versions as a factor in this ranking, but I have to point out that this song suffers the most in translation. It's a song that got stuck in my head most as a kid from the live show, and it just feels so deflated in the film. It goes from an upbeat, high-energy number to kind of sleepy, sulky number. It's just far too mellow and chaotic for how these how these cats are supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. Rating 2.
Rating 2, God.
Growl Tiger's Last Stand. I want to see every moment of Ray Winston being pitched to this role, showing up on set, preparing to play a cat, and singing this song. Old Deuteronomy. This song serves a purpose. Is that true, Ryan?
What, Old Deuteronomy? I get.
Is it a song that serves a purpose?
Old Deuteronomy serves a purpose of like merely being the closest I've gone to suicide.
It doesn't make you awe-stricken by the arrival as it wants you to be. Judi Dench is the only reason that song really lands. The Dench creates her own anticipation. Two stars or 2 beans.
2 beans. Is that what they give it? Out of beans?
Yeah, out of beans. The Jellicle Ball.
Christ.
It's got Dench, it's got creepy harmonized whispering. Oh yeah, harmonized breathing, which was really bizarre to listen to and made me kind of uncomfortable. This number made me the most uncomfortable out of any in the film. Because they're all like... It feels like a cult dancing. It's really bizarre. And it's got Ian McKellen, who was seemingly given a script and then shook his head and said, "Oh, I got this, don't worry. All of it builds anticipation. One song, you're on board and excited." I don't know about that one. Beautiful Ghosts.
Beautiful Ghost was the original composition. I personally think it's an okay song. I have no problems with it. Again, I think in the context it's kind of shitty, but you know.
It's a fine song, but within the context, it's like why you're ruining it with this film. Also, yeah. Apparently the person rated this 5 stars. Moments of Happiness. 3. Ian McKellen is very good at playing a cat. Out of all, there's just something natural about his feline movements because he's moving at 2 miles an hour.
He's moving at 2 miles an hour! God. Oh, that is... I fucking love that.
Skimbleshanks 5 stars.
Good. Skimbleshank sweep.
Yeah.
Mung.
The first time I saw this, I was torn
Cherry.
between loving seeing the wood planks laid out like train track and angry at a movie with so ridiculous sets they were gonna just have it hang out in the Egyptian during a song about railways and trains. So when the train sets came in, I was delighted. We got both. That was my exact thoughts. A Cavity, the Mystery Cat, 3 stars. Mr. Mistopheles, 4 stars. This song is probably interrupted more than anything else.
What, Mr. Mistopheles?
It's interrupted like 10 times. They start it and then they
Yeah.
stop it, and then they start it and they stop it, and they start it and they stop it. It's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, it's kind of BS.
Memory, you have to give Memory like 5 stars.
Well, it's memory, you know, it's so easy to feel me all alone in the moonlight.
Journey to the Heaviside Layer.
Up,
3.
past the Russell Hotel.
Also, have you noticed these in the background? This is when I say when these cat characters are in daylight, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
Also, have you noticed, and I noticed this while watching it, the Grand Feral Hotel, the Royal Claws Hotel.
Yeah, they're all cat puns.
Sure. What were you gonna say, Ryan? I guess that's that article. Ryan?
Hello?
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 Hello? Ryan, where art thou?
No, okay, good. I was a little worried there for a second because I saw an interesting article.
Here's another interesting article. Jennifer Hudson says she believes Cats was misunderstood. I think later down the line, people will see it differently.
Jennifer Hudson, it's a losing fight.
Jennifer Hudson reflected on the divisive 2019 film Cats, saying she believed it's misunderstood. Hudson played Grisabelle in the film, which was panned upon critics by its release, largely owing to its use of CGI, also because all the songs suck. In a new interview with Total Film, she discussed the film's impact and reputation, saying, "You know what, I think it's a bit overwhelming. It's unfortunate that it was misunderstood. I think later down the line people will see it as different, but it's something I'm still very proud and to be grateful of." Yeah, I got to be Grisabelle the Grammar Cat. Speaking before the film's release, Hudson said she believed Cats was something really special. It's got a lot of hard work creating as we go, so it's a lot, if you know, living in the moment. It's uniquely done. We're all creating something that has a vision to it. We're all creating something that does not have a vision to it. Huh? It's so uniquely done, and we're all creating something that it does not have a vision to it. What does that mean?
What did she mean by this?
We're all creating something with no vision. Huh? Learning as we go.
Learning as we go is never what you want to hear on the set of a $100 million movie.
Okay. The cast of Cats, if they were real-life cats.
Oh, that's right. We got to stick around for that.
We gotta stick around for this one. This is the most scuffed stream I've ever done, except for all the others.
Except for all the others. Give yourself more credit, Michael. My dear Michael.
It's better than Cats.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah. What? How? Do you think that People Entertainment just like? Do you think the person that like made this article had a gun held to their head?
Probably. My mind is broken. This film broke my brain.
Well, it's Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, look, it clearly looks like Jennifer Hudson right there. If this goes to show anything, it's just how bizarre and not like Cats these characters actually look.
I think it also goes to show why we do not need so many bizarre news outlets, quote unquote. Hey, Michael, you know what we should do?
Drugs?
You know what we should do, Michael?
All aboard, Amtrak. Okay. What are the two latest trains on Amtrak? What are your guesses, El Lobre?
I'm gonna have to put one of mine is going to have to be one of the Southwest Chiefs, and the other will be an Empire Builder. Those are my two guesses.
Southwest Chief or Floridian? Actually, no. I'll change it to yeah, I'll keep it Southwest Chief and Floridian. All right, Amtrak Tracker. Let's fucking go. Okay, I've immediately seen Empire Builder to Portland, 9 hours late. 9 hours, 17 minutes late past Pasco, Washington. Empire to Seattle, 9 hours, 31 minutes late at Leavenworth, Washington. Okay, well that makes sense because those two trains split in Spokane. So if one's late, the other's probably going to be late. The Texas Eagle to Chicago is 1 hour, 5 minutes late. The Texas Eagle, which is truly one of the trains ever. People are texting me. My mom is texting me. I'll be right back. Or no, I won't be. Let me look at the Lakeshore Limited is 3 hours late. So the latest train on Amtrak currently is the Empire Builder to Seattle, which is 9 hours, 31 minutes late. So you get it, Ryan. You win. What do you win? Nothing.
You lose!
Good
day, sir!
I'd rather watch that than Cats 2019.
Whoa, ever, cat so clever is magical, Mr. Mistopheles.
Okay. Okay, this is the one that I want to really read. Cats 2019 was good. Do you want to read this one, Ryan?
Alright, here we go. Let me give this a whirl. Ready?
Ready.
This is for the Yale Herald. God damn it. Cats 2019 was good. January 24th, 2020 by Dustin Dunway. Cats 2019 was good. You read that right. Yes, I am in my right mind, and yes, I will die on this hill. When watching Cats in theater for the first time, I laughed, I cried, and I cringed. All three vital responses to Cats. Had this film been well received, it would have been a loss. Alright? Had film pros given Cats the attention they give 1917 or the new Tarantino movie, it would have been all for naught. This movie is not supposed to be good, the CGI wasn't supposed to be realistic, and the plot wasn't exactly supposed to be clear. This is Cats we're talking about, goddammit, and we got exactly what we asked for.
No, we did not.
Yeah, screw this!
This is basically just an admission that, oh, it's Cats, it doesn't need to be good.
Yeah, Yale Herald wrong.
From the continue, Ryan, continue, I'm curious.
Let's take a look. From the opening scene, you see these cat humans perform impressive dance numbers. If for just a second you could get over your furry phobia and recognize that you're watching skilled performers, huh? Execute difficult, mesmerizing dance numbers, and just listen to jovial voices singing infamous show tunes. You may just have a damn good time. Dustin Dunway deserves to be fired.
I don't think it's like, huh?
Yeah, he only had one article for the Yale Herald. Good riddance.
I will grant Cats one single fault. Taylor Swift should not have been cast. I spent the entire movie braced for impact, waiting to see her feline image onto the screen. That's when I cringed, and only then. It's a shame that Jennifer Hudson had to share the soundtrack with Taylor Swift. She brought nothing to the film besides a big name, and even then, there are plenty of talented singers who would outshine Swift in a role. But I understood that Swift paid a lot of money to be in her film, and giving her the smallest role is ultimately fine. She sings a major musical number, and it's one of the better ones in the film.
I think this has to be an ironic article.
This has to be an ironic article. If not Taylor Swift, then who? A game I've been playing since seeing the movie is Cast Them in Cats. Take any celebrity and imagine playing a character in this movie. Oh yeah, this is almost certainly this is almost certainly a joke. Oh, and the art. Oh yeah, this is a joke because the article repeats itself. The article just starts over again.
It's a political commentary.
Okay, this is brilliant. I thought I'd get a legitimate article, but I just got a shit post in article form. You know what? Good on you, man. Okay, last article, and then it's Jover. The stream is Jover. Cat's Rum Tum Tiger actor believed the film was going to, quote, change the world.
Change the world!
Singer and actor Jason Derulo believed the film had the potential to change the world. For the longest time, I was trying to figure out what's the perfect first role, Derulo explained to the Telegraph. Cats checked all the boxes, skyring Rum Tum Tugger as a legendary role. Derulo believed that the combination of a star-studded cast, Oscar-winning director, and the popularity of the original stage musical was a sure-shot formula to his success. Derulo continued to believe in the project even after he saw the trailer, which he recalled thinking looked unbelievable. I know some people saw it and they were terrified, but it got chills down my spine. I thought it was going to change the world. Andrew Lloyd Webber slams movie, saying the whole thing was ridiculous. Good.
Go on, Andrew Lloyd Webber! Oh, I love him. I love him. Oh, that reminds me of Starlight Express review. Soon?
Andrew Lloyd Webber took a swipe at the film adaptation of his musical Cats, calling the film ridiculous. He gave a blunt assessment of the film Cats in an adaptation interview with The Guardian. The problem with the film is that Tom Hooper decided he didn't want anyone involved with it who was going to be in the original show. The whole thing was ridiculous. Alright. Alright, I think we're over. What else is there to say?
What, sometimes the best thing to say is absolutely nothing at all. Michael, to conclude, I think we must concede. These are the times that try Cat's souls.
In the course of human events, sometimes it is natural for people to watch Cats 2019 and then rail on it in an absolutely scuffed Twitch stream where I'm barely paying attention.
To be fair, I'm making a chiller while we were talking here, so like...
Cat's chiller? Cat's chiller?
It's not a Cat's chiller, it's something a little different.
I see now. Well, on that bombshell, does anyone have any remaining thoughts on, like, anything?
It's time to end! Cats 2019 is a film of all time.
It is a film of all time. We will be back at some point in the future. I want to try and stream tomorrow, but I don't know.
Let's just say that there's a purple crayon that awaits for all of us.
There is a purple crayon. Alright, well, thank you all for watching this stream. I don't know why you would want to watch, but thank you, Ralph105, Luna Petalhart, Logan Train, Crimson, happy birthday, Crimson, as well, Jack Boy, and that's basically it. And thank you, Ryan, for coming on this wonderful, wonderful stream with me. I hope to be back for another episode of Ryan and Michael Review for some reason.
No reason, yes.
That's the name of the series now. And I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, Ryan, do you want to say anything before the stream ends?
Bounce.